Winter makes IRL just so much better.
Yeah, and I think it just it's cozy.
Yeah.
It's fun to share. You know, it's good to get out of the house in winter. Summer was unbearably hot.
This year was the worst.
It was awful. And after that, I was talking to you at dinner. I might toy with the idea of a subathon this winter. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But it'd be a short one, like 5 or 6 days up to Christmas.
Just like a blitz, just like a boom content.
It's getting harder and harder to do more than like 3 or 4 days, but that would be fun.
I think that'd be a good time.
And I think leading up to Christmas would be.
Oh wow, so this would be like within like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've had some plans in motion. Oh, and do you want to hear? I'm reading this will. Resident sleeper, everybody.
Okay.
I told you this, and I'm excited about this. I'm going to be reading a couple of chapters of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay. What was it?
Yeah. I understand, but I am always inspired by your.
If
your
anyone
reading.
could do this reading and make it entertaining, it would be you.
Well, it's not so much entertaining as much as I think it would be just. I'm just curious.
No.
I'm just curious if I like the story.
You're gonna make it entertaining.
So I'm looking forward. I bought a smoking jacket, so it's like this cool. And I have a fireplace, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Don't you want to play Get to Work and be annoyed by me?
Oh, that's the thing you were in. Yeah, I was watching Squeaks yesterday, and I kind of was just doing some emails, and then I heard somebody go, "Oh yes, in middle management, you're going to be a proper twat," and I was like, "What was that? Was that Connor?" And then I thought you were streaming with him for a second.
No.
You're in the game.
When
did you do this?
Last LA trip, they asked me if I was like down. I was like, yeah, sure.
So you laid down the entire track.
Yeah, it was only like an hour and a half of recording. But actually, you know what's bad? In the making of, they had uploaded the making of video. I recorded for 2 hours with him on call, and I was like, oh, it's great. He's really happy with all the lines. And then I finished and I listened to them. I'm like, sounds a little weird. Sounds like I'm like not near the mic exactly. And then I look, my mic had sagged down and was pointing the wrong way, and I'd done a full 2-hour voice acting session with my mic facing the wrong way. And then he was like, so like, how do we like fix it? I was like,
you re-record it.
I was like, that's the great thing. Yeah. That hourly rate, you don't have to pay that because I fucked up.
Did you go back and redo it?
Yeah, I redid all of it in like an hour.
No way.
And adding our incredible narrator, CdawgVa, to the game.
Never feel bad about asking me to do it again.
Okay.
The third time I will. Okay.
This story is a metaphor for climbing the corporate ladder.
Woo! That was fire. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
It is genuinely depressing going through all this. I mean, like, this is real.
Yeah, because when you go to an interview and they're like, can you go over? They could be like, ooh, yeah, sorry.
Fatal injury aside, it really does let you move more boxes per hour.
Glad you like the lines.
A lot of the way when we do this voiceover, like I read the line the first time while I'm reading it. After I read it, I'm like, oh, it's just diabolical because you know this is like based in reality.
They're saying if you keep at it, you can get a pay raise. Oof, that was a big form, but just think.
You can buy those shoes. Oh God.
You can buy those shoes you've always wanted. You know, the ones you walk on. That would be nice, wouldn't it? A huge pay rise and your own office with a view.
It's pay raise, not pay rise.
Oh, raise. Damn it, it's British.
Oh, really?
I swear we say pay rise.
Oh,
let me try again.
A huge pay rise.
You said rise again.
Rise, raise, right?
Raise.
A huge pay raise. A huge pay rise. Say it right. I said it right there.
No,
rise,
you said it wrong.
Raise. Oh
raise.
My God. Yeah, because the one good thing about redoing lines that you just did with direction the same day is that you're like, fresh in my mind, professional.
Yeah,
VA.
I was about to say we might have to drop the VA
that's a pretty bad blunder. I just never moved my mic, so I just assumed it. I didn't look.
Maybe you were just locked in on like you were in the character.
Look, these things happen, and this is why you'd have an like. Hey man, we're hearing a little sound weird on the mic. I actually did voice acting this morning.
Oh, really?
I just finished the season of anime I was in.
Well, do we know what this is?
Yeah, it's out. They're hot. Like 9 of the episodes are out.
Not the ones you just recorded, I assume. So that's
no, this will
still
be out in a couple of weeks. I voice Race, race in Spirit Chronicles.
Spirit Chronicles. This is your third anime you've done?
No, it's the
13th?
First or second? I haven't done many anime.
So you've done a game that's out now, an anime that's currently coming out that's like procedural things. Dude, this guy, all right, you get the VA back. Okay, that didn't take long. You lost it for like 10 seconds.
When I'm doing these lines, I'm thinking, man, I'd love to see Pete do this. Because this character, my character, he's like a brooding, all he does is scheme in the shadows.
Sounds like
me. And for 2 seasons, I have schemed in the shadows. And it's very fun to do, but every time I'm like, you fool, you don't know what you're doing. Listen to me, you swine. Like that.
Such devastation. Yes. So it's like the guy in Final Fantasy 14 who is like floating around this whole time.
It's kind of like that. I'm just like in the background going like, you're an asshole. What are you doing?
I think that if I had to do that, I'd go, can I do that again? I thought I was like, what's the character? Like, I would probably be too many questions.
Sometimes you can do that though.
Yeah.
You gotta read the room. If the director's like, I love it, man, that's awesome. You can't be like, hey, I think what you like is wrong. Let me do better.
I think the crazy thing is, in traditional theater, which is what I studied.
You're like, I can give more.
Well, you go through an entire 3 weeks of rehearsal. So you go through a back and forth of testing out different ideas and choices.
That's why I like voice acting.
Yeah, you get paid for 2 hours.
I just like that I didn't have to learn the lines.
Yeah.
Because I loved emoting these lines and I hated learning them. But I haven't done it in a long time.
Well, that's pretty
maybe
impressive.
I'd like it if I tried it.
Well, I thought like, and I hate complimenting you. It's such.
No, don't fucking compliment.
But I will.
I'll spit on you.
It's sometimes.
Hug to it.
That's great. So my favorite thing is sometimes when we're playing games together, Connor will get like roped into having to read something of like acting, and it's like. Everybody gets to get treated to your...
That's the same with watching a Pete stream. What are you talking about? You do the same thing. We're all treated because we get to watch...
That is true.
Playing Red Dead Redemption with Pete, it's like, oh wow, it's like watching Pete's granddad. Like...
Great-granddad.
His great-granddad's real life.
Yeah, Gruff Boulay.
Yeah, I mean, it's great.
Adventures.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that stuff's fun. I think as long as the streams are fun, that's what matters.
I mean, that's what it's all about. I think that's why like voicing is so fun, because when you give it 110%, I think the viewers can feel that, and they also don't feel bad about enjoying it, because they know you're giving it like, you're just throwing it, you're just going for it.
Yeah, and tonight I'm really gonna full send it. I'm gonna drink so much tonight that Broman's gonna release himself, finally.
I just realized there's a tobacco stand.
Yeah, I like that background, yeah.
That's how you can tell this is like a proper, I don't know if they can see it.
They saw it briefly for like a split, there's the tobacco stand.
So if you're at this bar and you're like, you pop a Zin, you're not locked in enough while you're having a drinking night out with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just true.
You seen Hot Fuzz?
No, I've always wanted to. The last great movie
There's just a character that goes, yarp?
Yarp? That's me.
That's him.